Oh, welcome to Santa's World 365 on TikTok. So, remember when I told you? Remember when I told you that the very, very, very first thing that you buy, if you're gonna kind of wade into this to the solar panel waters, is the Satolity 100-watt solar panel with an inverter. Now, I only say Satolity because Satolity, this was my first 100-watt solar panel. And this one here is my first 200-watt solar panel. They're both Satolities. Ain't that right, princess? Anyway, this solar panel right here is crazy affordable. And that's kind of why I point out that that's what you should absolutely buy for your first solar panel. For your first anything solar-wise. And here's why. Because you can buy a big power station. You can buy all this stuff. But in reality, for the money, and that's always big in my world, for the money, you can't beat this deal. And here's why. If you get the one with an inverter on it, okay, you're not going to believe everything I have plugged into this thing today. If you get the one with an inverter on it, and you can see the inverter right there. You see it? It's got two USB-A ports and one USB-C. Right now, I've got just one of the USB-As plugged in. I've also got plugged into the solar panel. I've got the Elite 10. You don't have to buy the Elite 10, but for me, this was my first power station. It's just a 200 watter, but it's irreplaceable in my world. It's so reliable. It's so the fit and finish. Everything about the Elite 10 is amazing, including the price. So anyway, what do I have plugged into this thing? Okay, well, let's see. I've got two batteries laying on top of it. One battery is for a lantern that I use every day. And it's the cool thing about this battery, this lantern's battery. I should have had the lantern out here, but I don't. The cool thing about this rechargeable battery is that you can actually use it also. You see the out? You can use it as a power bank. I love things to do multiple duties. So this will, and I almost never use this as a power source, but, well, other than for the lantern. But to be honest with you, it's kind of nice to know that I have it, just in case if something went south and I needed some power. This thing here is the ticket. Then I have on top of it this. This is a 50,000 milliamp power bank. It's really amazing. It's got the cords on the back of it, which is I never thought I would use those, but I find myself using those. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's also got a flashlight on the front of it. Amazing. So that's on this side. All right, and over here, I've got this. I need to do a review on this. I got this. This is actually one of the first things I ever bought on TikTok. It's a camp light. And I've also used it as a video shooting light. Yeah. It's got a connector for a tripod. It's got a hook. You can hang it up. And anyway, I'll save the rest of it for the. But it is another thing that's dual use because it is also a battery bank. And a very powerful one at that. And then over here, I've got another one of the, it's Elefull, E-L-E-F-U-L-L battery banks. It really is special. Those battery banks are amazing. 50,000 milliamps. Just absolutely amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, all of it stemming from this one 100-watt solar panel. And it's just, dude. I don't even know what else to tell you about this Satolity, but this is the first thing you should buy. Absolutely 100% the first thing. I will die on that hill. The first thing that you need to buy is the Satolity, or really, I mean, I don't know. Do your homework on what brand you want. But Satolity has not let me down. The solar panels have not let me down. We ain't going to talk about the power stations at this particular juncture. Yeah, they make a really good solar panel. They really do. And I'll have a link down below. You should definitely check it out. And don't forget, get the one with the inverter. They make another panel, 100-watt and 200-watt panels that do not have the inverter. Although there are big changes in the world of inverters. And if you want to know what an inverter is off the rip, it's just a device that you can plug your things into. It'll take and convert the solar energy into energy that you can use and power things with your USB plugs. That's basically an inverter in a nutshell. Now, bigger inverters can do different things, but this is for the most part as good as it gets as far as solar panels go. Some people don't like to have their inverters stuck to their solar panels. Some people like to. Now, I've seen new ones out lately that are the cords that come off, like this cord that comes off that plugs into things. I've seen some of those that have inverters on them. I don't know how they work. I've never had one in my hands, but they look kind of interesting. That way you could get a regular solar panel and use that as your inverter to plug in your devices to. Now, I like the fact that this thing here will fold up, and you see this panel here. There's 3 panels, okay? Each one of these, they fold on top of each other, and then the wires go into here, and it zips up, and it goes right into the trunk of my car. I'm not kidding you. There have been times when I have been in a parking lot and my phone was dying on me. I put this together because my cigarette lighter in my car's jacked up. I put this took out my trunk, put it on top of my car, had the cord running through the window, and plugged into my phone. And guess what? It was a beautiful thing because I had the ability to charge my phone. Anyway, listen, I'm not gonna keep you guys. I can't stress enough. Your first purchase should be a very reasonably priced 100-watt solar panel with an inverter. Once you take that little leap, and it's when I say it's inexpensive, it's crazy inexpensive when you consider everything that you can do with this. I mean, owning your own power, literally owning your own power. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. If somebody hits a telephone pole or hits a wire pole and your juice goes out. My juice a couple years ago went out for almost a week because somebody had hit the pole. I mean, it was crazy. Or no, maybe it was wind damage. I don't remember. But I didn't have any of this stuff then, and I was hating life. I was hating life. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Everybody, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try my best to have a link to this particular solar panel down below. If you can click that. If you're going to buy it, might as well buy it through one of my links because then I'll get a couple bucks. But, yeah. This is awesome. I can't tell you. This is what started it all for me. Well, not this. I'm sorry. The first things I got was the Elite 10, and I bought the 60-watt solar panel that came with that. But that was a lot more money than just this, and yeah. But this came quickly afterwards. And then I realized, this is what I should have started with. Although I do not regret in any way, shape, or form buying that Elite 10. I really don't. It's never let me down. It's been, and the company Blue Eddy's an amazing company. They really have their act together. And, as you start buying these solar things, you will start to realize that not every company has their act together. Not every company has great customer service. Not every company gives her, rat's ass about you. It is what it is. But anyway, that's all I got. Everybody go get you that Satolity 100 water or maybe the 200 water. You can't go wrong either way. Peace! Oh, don't forget to subscribe, follow, do all the clickety clacks. Peace!